Hi, my name is Seema, and I will share with you my thoughts on a topic that has been a major challenge for me throughout my married life of 28 years. Can your in laws cause triangulation in your marriage? I hope that this topic can reach and help others in similar situations sooner than later so there is less trauma, pain, and regret for anyone involved. Now, triangulation in a marriage usually occurs when either of the partner has a love interest with the third party. Marriages suffer and result in breakups many times. Children have to pay a price, and the innocent, trusting spouse of the person cheating is the one who suffers the most. So, when I say that the in laws can cause similar rift, then that may come as a shock to many. For people associate the in-laws as a nicer, loving, older, wise couple who wish the best for their children, especially when their child finds the person of their dreams and is happy with them. However, many a times that is the exact reason for major trouble and rocks their paradise. You see, this nice older couple was fine till their child was theirs and they could control him. He did what he was told and his life revolved around their needs and desires. This nice child of theirs was the nice guy who did everything to please their parents, for that is how he grew up and was conditioned to believe. If 1 out of 10 times he missed his mark, it was quite acceptable. Funny, isn't it? Well, the problem starts after this child gets married. Now his parents get insecure and jealous as their child's attention is divided. He has his own desires, needs, and when he chooses to be happy with his wife, the parents feel threatened, as they are unwilling to share and still want to dictate their terms. Our society also plays a major role in triggering the parents against their child's spouse. For their life was good until this new person showed up in their child's life. Anything that goes wrong is of course our fault, for things were never like this before. They have one person to blame all their miseries on. For they strongly believe that only if and when she is eradicated will their life be good again. They enroll their family and friends in this mission to finish her off quite literally, as emotional and psychological trauma is worse than physical harm. Well, this is the start of a major battle against their child's spouse who's completely unaware of what is brewing underneath and is still trying to figure out how to get a handle of all the new challenges that marriage brings to them. So the footing is not equal by any means. While the attack against the child's spouse continues, which includes amongst many other things, emotional abuse, public humiliation of her and her family members, excluding her from the family, isolating her and her children, acting superior, showing her down, undermining her efforts, etc., all to break her, traumatize her, make her sick, and leave her for dead. For this is just a game for the older parents, which they must win at any cost, since their happiness depends on ensuring that their child's spouse is miserable and stays that way. How sad is that, isn't it? Is this love for their child, I ask? Is this fair to any human being, especially the mother of your grandkids? Are they not concerned for the well-being of their grandkids whose support structure they wish to destroy? How about the hurt they cause the family of the child's spouse? How can someone even live with so much blood on their hand? In their pursuit to harm another, people become insane and inhuman. They forget how much damage they are doing and that someday their karma will come to haunt them. Meanwhile, this spouse of their child suffers in ignorance, and then in silence, out of respect, or in the name of culture or traditions. Many years pass like this, till one day she cannot bear it no more. That is when she gathers the strength to speak up. Well, you would think that this is when the happy ending comes, but that is far from the truth. The older parents are clever beyond clever. They are heavily invested by now. They have no emotions involved whatsoever, no regret, nor do they care to change or improve. In fact, their wrath is now unleashed even more. They gaslight and run smear campaigns against the victim, showing everyone all along that they are the ones suffering at the hands of their child's spouse. They paint a picture of the victim as evil, a devil in disguise, which is usually their own projection. The idea here is to mislead everyone and ensure that no one supports the victim when she asks for help, is isolated and forgotten forever. This is how the narcissistic in-laws seek revenge from a person for marrying their son. What these oversmart, narcissistic, psychopath older parents forget is that although they may have the God complex, but they are not God. This is a key point. So by His grace one day, the spouse of the victim gathers the strength to speak up against his abusive parents. Some other good people join him. Slowly the victim gathers support and feels validated. Eventually, after suffering many years of abuse for no fault of hers in the hands of extremely controlling, inhuman in-laws, the victim finds justice. So never lose hope, my dear. When you see something is not right, say something, do something. Do it much sooner than later. Being in the wrong place, being treated wrongfully is not right by any order. No one can or should abuse their power or control. No relationship or cultural norm is above your own sanity. Talk to people, tell your story, for no one knows until you speak up. Seek help. There are professionals who can advise you. Make your spouse your best friend. Take him in confidence. Believe that there are good people also in this world. Have faith, for God will come through them to save you. I wish you nothing but peace and healing. Thank you for listening.